Good morning, bird brains, and welcome to a very exciting video. We are on our way right now to go pick up the new bike for the channel, and that's it. I think Ms. Bird is actually more hyped than I am. I was super hyped this morning, but I guess that excitement's kind of worn off, and now she's starting to ramp up because she had a kolache, so.
I had a kolache!
All right, to the dealership. What are you excited for?
The races, probably a lot. To eat something. I'm excited to have this little Reese's cup. That's gonna be dope. Oh, and we're gonna get a bike.
We're getting a new bike. So we're here at San Jacinto Harley-Davidson. You might ask yourself, why are you out here? Don't worry, I will cover that in this video. Alright guys, I know a lot of you guys guessed it right, but I had to do it, guys. I had to do it. It just feels so good. What's wrong with this mirror? There's something wrong with it. Oh, okay, that's better, isn't it? That's right, guys. The Fat Bob 114. Let's hit the road. Alright guys, so sorry for the little FXDR trick. I'm sorry, I had to. I had so many people like, oh, he's getting an FXDR, I'm out, unsubscribed. Guys, did none of you watch my FXDR test ride? I didn't like that bike. It wasn't bad, it just was not my style, and it's way overpriced. So, I mean, if you did watch my test rides, you do know that the Fat Bob, I said, would be the bike that I would, you know, trade the Dyna for. But I didn't trade the Dyna for it. I private sold the Dyna, got a good chunk of change to put down on this bike. So I actually made out very well. Oh shit, I have to pay a toll here? Oh, I gotta love Houston and their stupid toll roads. Alright, so like I said, the Fat Bob was definitely my favorite model out of all of the new Softails by a good margin. And it just seems like a fun platform to build on. So, yes, we are going to be doing a build series. Of course, I've got big plans for this bike. It's literally been the build that I've been most excited for. It outweighs the Dyna, it outweighs the Battle Donkey. This build is by far the one I'm most excited for. Of course, I'm not going to go into detail. I can't give you guys that much juicy information. But if you have any questions about what I'm going to do on the build, please leave them down in the comments, because I want to answer as many questions as possible in one video. That way, when they inevitably come up again later down the road, I'll be able to just point them back to that video. Kind of how I did with the Battle Donkey, how I said, like, oh, we didn't buy this bike, but we bought this bike, and this is what we're going to do to it. That was, it was a good idea. It just wasn't detailed enough for what I needed it to do. And please, before you leave a comment, go down in the comment section and read through, see if someone's already asked that question, and you can just upvote it, or thumbs up it. That'll make it easier to see basically the most asked question, as opposed to me reading the same question 19 times on 19 different comments. The build probably won't start right away. I've got some other projects I need to work on first, including, you know, finally, you know, helping out Team Bradley with his build, because it's literally just been... Hey guys, Future Justin here. That noise that you just heard was my mic coming unplugged from my camera here on the highway, so obviously I didn't get any audio after that happened. So I'm just going to go ahead and run through some of the things I talked about while I was on this ride. So what I was talking about right before the mic came unplugged was helping out Team Bradley and his bike. He's had parts in my garage since before the Battle Donkey build, so before I start tearing down this Fat Bob, I would like to go ahead and help him get his bike up to speed. He's got bar, seat, fairing, stuff like that going on it. So of course, you'll be seeing all that on the channel, but pretty much that will all be taking place before I get the Fat Bob up on the lift. Another reason I won't be immediately tearing apart this bike is because I don't want my hill country ripping bike to be down during our peak riding season, which for me personally runs from like mid-April to like early to mid-July. Now we do ride during July and August. It just gets very hot, so we're not usually doing super long rides late in the afternoon, but we do ride quite a bit. And then last but not least, I talked about why I did not buy from Cowboys Harley-Davidson. And the answer was pretty simple, guys. I mean, they have a business to run. I have a business to run. I pretty much told them, hey, I need to be at this number. Can you guys make it happen? And at the end of the day, they just weren't able to make it happen. Now, granted, they just helped me out on a bike back in November. Just 6 months ago, they gave me a killer deal on the Ultra for the Battle Donkey build series. So I didn't take it hard. They didn't take it hard that I went elsewhere. Basically, what happened after they said they couldn't meet that numbers, I started looking at pretty much anywhere around San Antonio. Now, unfortunately, I did have to go almost 4 hours out to San Jacinto, but my experience there was very good. I pretty much let them know who I was, what I was planning on doing with the bike, and we reached a very good number that I was pleased with and they were pleased with. Also, a big key factor of why I didn't go with Cowboy is because they did not have one in their used inventory. The 114 Fat Bob is very hard to find in the used inventory, especially with low mileage like this one. It only has 840 miles. Cowboys actually hasn't had a Fat Bob, either 107 or 114, traded in since the new ones have been released. But thankfully, San Jacinto was able to help me out. Like I said, I had a very pleasant buying experience. My salesman was Eugene. I also talked with Nate and Ivan in the finance department. All those guys were really cool. They really helped me out. They were able to get me in and out of the dealership in under 2 hours. That's financing, titling, everything in under 2 hours. So, I mean, if you ever gone through that process, you know how long it actually takes, and 2 hours is pretty quick. Going forward, San Jacinto Harley-Davidson's involvement on the channel is pretty much going to be exclusive to the Fat Bob build series. I made it very clear, and they were very understanding that I did not want them stepping on Cowboys' toes, and they did not want to do that either. Pretty much the only involvement, like I said, is going to be on the Fat Bob build series, and anytime I'm doing anything in the San Jacinto area. For example, we were in talks of doing something for the Lone Star Rally later this year in October. So if they happen to have something for the Lone Star Rally and I'm in the area, I could go by and, be involved in their festivities. But other than that, they were very understanding of their involvement with the channel. Like I said, they're pretty much just going to be listed as one of the main sponsors for the Fat Bob build series. Well guys, I'm sorry I had to finish this video on a studio recording, but sometimes stuff happens, guys, especially when you're trying to record stuff going 75 miles down the highway. Initial thoughts of the bike, I absolutely love it. Not disappointed in it whatsoever. I loved it just as much as I did when I was on the test ride, and I can't wait to start tearing it apart and making it one of my own. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.